going on, Legion? As real here like always, and we got some not Avengers, I should say, some Marvel is what I meant to say. Black Panther. Now, I'm not psyched for this, and I'm not happy for it, and not because of not because it's Black Panther, but anytime you focus on one, it takes away from the others. So they had the Avengers Assemble cartoon, which I watch anime, because anime can be as adult and gory as any movie. Cartoons are usually just cartoons. The only way you get around it if it's funny, or you get high and watch it, like SpongeBob. Avengers Assemble and Guardians of the Universe, or the Galaxy, excuse me. Actually, two American cartoons that I enjoy watching because it's just another Marvel fix. It's just something else Marvel that I want, getting it into my system, right? Just shooting it into me. And hopefully with the Black Panther solo series is what this is sounding like it's going to sum up to be, that it doesn't take away from the other productions. Now, for those of you that don't know, cartoons in America are super, how should I put it? The companies that put these cartoons on are extremely greedy. Like, this isn't about the kids or the people or anything like that. This is about making money. 100% American cartoons are no longer for the people anymore. They're for the money from the people. And to kind of show you what I mean, or to explain what I mean real quick before we get into this short trailer, is Young Justice was a cartoon that came out for DC Comics, right? It was the Young Justice. All the psychics that weren't psychics anymore because they were older, with their own unit, like a Black Ops unit. And so it was Nightwing, the original Robin, Aqualad, one of the Martians that wasn't really Jean's niece, but let's just go ahead and say that. One of the Kid Flash, and then Impulse, Wonder Girl, all those people that were just older now. And what happened was they canceled it because the toys weren't selling good enough. One of the reasons why we have Teen Titans Go, and I know this is very DC-centric, but this happens in general. I don't believe Marvel has a whole lot of Avengers toys like this. They just sell a lot of toys that are Avengers and Marvel related, and you can just kind of tack on a version. I'm sure there's Avengers Assemble in there somewhere. But the reason why we have Teen Titans Go is because the demographic for the original Teen Titans cartoon had grown up. We were beyond teenagers now. And teenagers and or adults, for the most part, I almost said they don't, but it's the most part, don't buy toys unless you're like an avid collector. And so what they did was they go, well, we don't want to make this show for that age group anymore. And they literally canceled the show and go, we're making Teen Titans because Teen Titans will make us money. Because all those little kids, because that's the demographic they want, that kid group, to get their parents to buy them stuff. And so it's always really crazy and iffy when we have a show, Marvel may be a little different than DC as far as the toy game goes, but the American cartoon world, it's all about making the money. And so it's very scary when they already have two things going, pretty good, I hope, and they introduce something different. So with that, let's get into it, check it out, see what it's all about, let's hope it's good. If you're just tuning in right now, I'm sorry if I rambled a little bit, or if you skipped all that. It was kind of interesting if you want to go back and watch. Let's just check it out.
Shuri, prepare for extraction.
Thank you, King Obvious.
It looks okay. It doesn't look like it's stupid.
The journey of a king.
Alright, looks pretty dumb.
A warrior. And an Avenger.
You're an Avenger, I'm an Avenger. We're practically family.
What is my favorite color?
I'm gonna go with black?
The
Animation.
season premiere of Marvel's Avengers, Black Panther's Quest.
Action Princess Shuri to grumpy brother T'Challa.
Sisters, huh?
You have no idea.
For a panther, you're not the most patient.
Sunday, September 23rd at 9. Time to reign.
That's a pretty epic trailer, man, I gotta say.
You have disturbed the natural order of Wakanda for the last time. My jungle, my country.
Hell yeah. Alright, well, should we just get like a little,
Shuri.
Thank you.
King.
Princess
There was a scene This, I don't know why, this reminds me of Avatar, The Last Airbender, or The Adventures of Korra, pretty much. Don't know why, it's just a very oddly shaped... Yeah. Well, I guess you could say Wakanda and Avatar had a very similar kind of... Wakanda is very much tradition with a lot of technology, so you don't have traditional airplanes and things of that nature. Anything that flies or moves, the technology, it's not done the typical way. So you got oddly shaped things from like ancient, whether it's items they've had or the culture of a civilization with a deep, rich, fake ancestry like Wakanda's supposed to be, which is a African nation that doesn't really exist, but it's an African nation that, is pretty much modeled on Africa, where you take the stuff like that seriously and your background matters. And so that's why you got stuff like this. And Avatar was very much making things not look like it's from our world at all, except for maybe homes. But as far as that...
Disturb the natural order of Wakanda, my country.
Yeah, we'll leave it right there. All right. So the part where they're in the very beginning of this trailer, when the three of them, T'Challa and the two guards, were in the grass, I was like, not my favorite animation. Looked almost like it was the new, like, Spider-Man kid version. Just very much for kids. Kids are getting older, man. Everything's so readily available to kids now. Common sense is way up there for a lot of kids. Not every kid wants some stupid bananas and pajamas type of garbage. Some kids want some epic stuff. When I was a kid, I think I watched a total of 3 episodes of Barney and never looked at a Teletubby in my life. As a young kid, like 4, 5, 6. That wasn't me. I watched Power Rangers season 1 when I was older, like, getting to like, the 8, 9s and what other, like that kind of stuff. I was watching Pokemon and I was watching Friends. Yeah, like Monica, Chandler, that Friends, not like CBS special Friends. No, I mean like Friends, like cheating and funny stuff. That's what I was watching at a young age. I never watched, and maybe a little bit of Rocket Power here and there. That was a good show. But, and I think maybe a little Rugrats. I messed with some Rugrats a little bit here and there, but I was, again, just not fully into that show. Kids want something a little bit more epic. I think this has the animation, the color palette of this show looks like it's very kid-friendly. It's very light, very just easygoing. Iron Man wasn't super overly done. And hopefully with that kind of simplistic nature to the show, it looked like they're putting a lot more into the fight scenes, which maybe not every parent wants for their kid. Big explosions. So hopefully, if the budget of the quality of the anime, like the anime is good, but it's like in a pastel kind of form. So I think it's easier to animate. I think it's cheaper to animate. It's Disney, so who cares how much it costs? F you, Disney. Just make it. But I think with the budget they're pulling down here, they can make the production overall with just the environment, I think, maybe a little bit bigger. It's what it looked like, a big ship blowing up. Let's hope that's not just a rare, occurrence in the series or something. I think it looked pretty good. I was kind of worried on the thumbnail that it was. It looked very like it was the Spider-Man, the kiddie-friendly one, like kiddie-friendly. Not kid-friendly, kiddie, like car seat-friendly. There's a Spider-Man that came out for that. And then like the Amazing Spider-Man or whatever, where he would talk to us. That one was hilarious. That was a good Spider-Man. I was really sad that they kind of canceled that or replaced it with the other Spider-Man where he was like younger, where it looks like the Tom What's-His-Face from the new Spider-Man movie. In a way, not really. But, and Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, those are really high-qual shows, almost to the fact that sometimes the animation, when you're up close to them moving around, looks like Archer. It looks like that. That's how kind of weird it can be. But it's still high detail. This looks like it has less detail, good color, and hopefully overall good stuff to it. And with that, I think that's a good point to end it right there. I'm hoping... like I said, I don't really watch a whole lot of American cartoon stuff anymore. I don't watch like the Rick and Morty's or the Adventure Times or any of that stuff either, which is easy enough to go for adults. I think What's that? What's the new one on Netflix from the Simpsons creator? I may check that out. But, you know, Adult Swim, stuff like that, I check out. But I'm not a big American cartoon anymore. Like I said, Archer, Metalocalypse, things like that. A little bit more adult themed. But when it comes to Marvel, if they got something good, I may check it out. When it comes to Star Wars, Clone Wars animated series. Oh God, it's coming back. Super excited. What's the other one? I can't remember the name. The Star Wars Rebels. Watch that. There's another one coming out. That's questionable. And I was talking about how toys and stuff like that make a big deal. They're bringing back the animated series. They're also bringing back the original Teen Titans cartoon now. And they're also bringing back Young Justice. Two of the ones that I talked about how they canceled because of bad toy sales. So Young Justice and Teen Titans being brought back. Yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait for all this stuff coming out. It's a good time to be into American cartoons, I think. A lot of variety, a lot of awesome stuff. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like the video, like the content, you can always like, subscribe, or share. Remember, it's going to be up to you. I do appreciate, though. It does help me out in some way or another. And yeah, once again, my name is Azrael. I'll see whatever video I'm doing next. And thanks for checking out the video. It's a long one. I'm still rambling. I don't know why. But that's it. Later.